If you don't live for something, you die for nothing. You know I stay flee like Pyro cousin. If you ain't got a team with you, don't try no something. Send clicks to your home like the iPhone button, yeah.
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to um I can't even believe I'm saying this right now. We are reacting to a brand new series that is coming to Paramount Plus in March, and it's going to be The Fairly Odd Parents. It is officially titled Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder, as in otter, Odder, or however they proceed to spell it on the screen. I haven't fully yet watched the trailer yet, but I will be reacting to it. I'll give you guys a little bit of a breakdown of what's going on with the situation, and then after that, I'm going to be talking to you guys about some important things that are going on with this series, because I have a lot of questions and also a lot of concern for this series. Now, this is still being presented to you by Nickelodeon, but it's going to be on their streaming platform of Paramount Plus. So let's go ahead and react to this trailer.
Cosmo, I wish we could show our new trailer.
Have you got up by that? Ain't she a beaut?
Already, I gotta pause it. So you can see that there is some real world aspects here. We have an actual backside of a horse and also the back half of a trailer. And Cosmo, being the idiot that he is, he takes everything a little bit too on the nose whenever you ask him for something. So he literally gave her the back of a trailer, and this is basically what she wasn't talking about. Over the years, we have known that Wanda has been fed up with his like stupidness, but she still deals with it because she loves who Cosmo is, and they work together as a couple. So, knowing that we're here in 2022, these two are still actually together. That is really awesome. But as you can see, it's just these two. There's no baby Poof here, so there we go with the continuity. Does Baby Poof not exist anymore? Or he was just not in this film and maybe he's still a baby or something like that? Is he at Mama Cosmo's? I honestly don't know, but let's go ahead and continue.
That trailer?
I knew that.
Dad, no, I have trouble meeting new people.
It's just my new wife Rachel and her son Roy, who you've never met before.
All right, first off, I'm going to go back a little bit because look at that house. Before we get to the reveal of two different families coming together as one, let's go ahead and take a look at that house real quickly. Wow. Look at this triangular shape right here in the middle. Yo, this is literally like straight out of a cartoon, because no house is like this extremely modern. I mean, there is some modern homes that are being currently built and everything like that, but this is just way too advanced. Like, there's palm trees here, there in the back. There's a few over here. There's like some type of secret little, I don't know what you call this, on top of the roof. Some people would say it's an attic or anything like that, but comment down below what you think this actually is up here. But there's a lot going on with this home, and it's extremely roomy, I would say. So it looks like this family could be, pretty uppity, rich.
Dad, no, I have trouble meeting new people.
It's just my new wife Rachel and her son Roy, who you've never met before.
All right, so this guy, he married someone, and his daughter has never met them before. So that is kind of interesting. Like, the dynamic is so realistic. We got this guy who marries a mysterious woman. She ends up having her own little mysterious life going on, and his daughter knows nothing about it. Why was she not brought into the fold of the conversation? That's my question. Now, judging by the sort of look to the daughter here, she's probably in high school, maybe like a freshman or a sophomore. She can't be, too old in this sort of situation, I would honestly believe. But once again, like I said, I don't have all of the details as far as the series go. I just seen this posted online today, so I'm just like fully reacting to it as we go along here.
New sister, let's go!
So this kid, okay, so he's clearly younger than her. He's really, really excited about having a sister in his life. You know what I mean? And him being possibly a only child here in this situation, that is exciting. You know, because now you got like a sister and also a best friend.
I want you to meet the two best things that's ever happened to me.
All right, hold on, hold on. We got Timmy Turner here. Now, I don't know who he is belonging to. Like, which family is he belonging to? Because he's like pretty much introducing the girl to his godparents or whatever. Like, is he the older brother of that little boy that we just saw in the beginning of the trailer? And if he is, who is that little boy? Once again, a continuity issue because when you think about the cartoon animated show, Timmy is an only child. He doesn't have a brother nor a sister. You know what I mean? So where does this new little brother actually come from? Is the parent still even the same? Is this even the same universe? I honestly don't know. And I'm bringing it that far because I grew up watching the show, and also I watched a couple of the live action films that they had. And if you guys remember, Drake Bell was actually playing, Timmy Turner a couple years ago. So who is this new guy here? I don't know who he is, but as you guys can tell by the color scheme, he is a full fledged Timmy Turner. Pink sweater, pink hat. He has a chain on, and on his shirt it says Princeton. Now, Princeton is the name of a college, so that means Timmy Turner is a full fledged adult. He has to be somewhere between the ages of 19 to maybe 22 years old. Now, in the animated series, the cartoon, he was supposed to lose his parents at a certain age in time, not his actual parents, but I meant his godparents. You know what I mean? Like they were there given to him because of the childhood that he had with the whole babysitter situation. His parents always leaving him to go to work and he was always left alone. So that is the reason for him getting these magical god parent figures. You know what I mean? And then they told him about the whole rules and how things work. Then we have this whole movie with time travel and explaining things. And when he got older, he started to forget who they were. You know what I mean? And then eventually they'll get reassigned once they have successfully completed their mission of turning the child's life around. So at this point in this series, which is a brand new live action series, it seems to me that Timmy is a grown man that still needs the helping hands of his godparents. Is that abuse? I don't know, but comment down below and let me know. Honestly, growing up, yeah, I kind of wanted magical godparent creatures. I'm not gonna lie. When we saw this show, it was like, how come this guy in a TV box gets to have this, and we out here in the real world are struggling with poverty and pollution and all that sort of thing, and they get to solve their problems magically, because it's an animated cartoon, but we out here have to face the real world. You know what I mean? Like, how cool would it have been to have these two, Wanda and Cosmo, by your side and just solving problems on a daily? You know what I mean? Helping people out. It's a reach, I know, but it is what it is with me.
What are those?
We're your fairy godparents!
So now I'm gonna pause it again because you have the girl over here. She's just like, what are those? She has never seen these things. She has never like wished for anything or anything like that. And she probably doesn't know that magic actually exists. So magic is actually brought into this world. Once again, a continuity issue. Magic doesn't exist. As far as we know, there's this, fake magic and Vegas magic, but other than that, there's no actual real proof of existence of magic and magical creatures and alternate realms and stuff like that. But anyway, the two families are coming together. So that means Timmy now has to share his godparents with his newly found sister and, of course, with the brother as well. I'm assuming. I don't know how this works. But also in the animated cartoon series on Nickelodeon, they just recently, changed things around. So Timmy is now sharing his godparents with a female character who I don't really know her name, honestly, in the show. I haven't really watched it in a very, very long time. And I think the reason why I didn't watch it is because there was another figure to be taken care of. You know what I mean? Because the godparents were supposed to be only for Timmy. Why is there a female and why does he now have to share the power of his godparents? You know what I mean? And throughout this trailer, once again, as I mentioned in the beginning, there's no poof here. So continuity. Where is the baby? Where's the dog? The magical dog that they had. Oh man, so many questions. So many questions.
What? Let's go? We can wish for whatever we want?
Okay, so she just instantly like, okay, I understand what the situation is, so we can just wish for whatever we want. No, you technically cannot wish for whatever you want because there are rules. Hopefully these two are going to break down the actual rules here, because in the animated cartoon series they had to break down the rules to Timmy. There were things that you actually couldn't wish for, and especially one of those things were money. You could not, basically take yourself from poor class to rich class. You couldn't do that. And then there was also wishes that weren't granted regarding love interests. You know what I mean? You can't make someone fall in love with you, or you can't break up a situation. So, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what type of rules they have for real world situations. Now, as you guys can see, applying to the real world situation, this little boy here seems like he injured his leg. Is he going to wish for his leg to actually be better?
Guava juice, birthday cake, large fries, chocolate shake.
I wish.
Those are all the elements from the animated series, the little intro song of the show. So if you guys remember, it was guava juice, giant fries, chocolate shake, and then they were chasing Vicky. Yeah, you get it.
My bedroom were better.
Okay, so she's a pro. She's a pro. She just instantly wishes for her bedroom to be better, and they magically poof her this little dream paradise of a female's bedroom. Now, this is a grand sized bedroom. As I mentioned, when we took that look at the house in the very beginning of the trailer, as I said, it looks like it is roomy in this place, and it is definitely roomy. This room right here is just big enough for you and your friends. You know what I mean? You know how many sleepovers I would have in here? I could sleep over here on the bed. You have a friend sleep here on this little couch. Someone sleep over here on this couch area. Someone could sit in this hammock chair. It's a huge party situation. Now, like I said, she's a pro. She just instantly thought about herself. This guy's still standing here on crutches.
Oh my god, this is amazing!
Okay, we got a little poof appearance right there, but it's not the baby poof. We have a neon sign that says poof over here. That's interesting. Now, is that a Easter egg? I'm not entirely sure.
Oh my god, this is amazing! I love it so much! What could possibly go wrong?
Is this the same kid or is this another kid? I'm confused right now. Let me go back. Let me look at their faces real quick. Is this the same kid with the Letterman jacket on? Sorry, guys. I gotta do this.
What could possibly go wrong? I wish
Okay, it seems like it is the same kid. Maybe he just took his jacket off and stuff like that.
that my dad would stop ballroom dancing all the time.
Okay, he is still on his crutches. Why did they not wish for his leg to be better? Here he is standing here on his crutches. She's standing here. These guys are wide out in the open, but remember they're two dimensional and they should be able to poof away at any given time. But then again, we had in the beginning of the trailer Timmy actually taking them out of his backpack to reveal them. So that means he still has to physically keep these guys hidden.
Stop ballroom dancing all the time.
So she thinks about her dad, and basically she's just like, I wish he would stop ballroom dancing all the time because we're in this new generation here where everyone is not dancing the same as their parents. You know what I mean? We like to get down, we like to do all sorts of crazy weird dances now. You see Backpack Kid, that was a thing. So him ballroom dancing in a type of situation where ballroom dancing is not required, she just kind of like, okay, I wish he would stop, ballroom dancing, stop embarrassing me, and stop embarrassing himself. So now he just instantly stops, and she's about to fall and get hurt on this nice hard ground.
I wish that everything I touch turns to gold.
Oh, hell no. Okay, now we got a greedy wish, and they granted it. So once again, like I said, continuity. What is the rules here in the real world? Because he's saying something that's going to profit him. Everything he touched turns to gold. So whatever he touches instantly turns to gold, and he could go ahead and sell that and become rich. Oh, he touched his mom and she instantly turned to gold. Wow. What a huge mistake. And whoever granted this wish, I'm more certain Cosmo granted this because this is the thing that I talked about, the literal on the nose thing. He's in full blown idiot. He shouldn't have magical powers. He needs to go back to, school and keep training, but it is what it is, man. He turns his mom into solid gold.
Not gonna go well at all.
Oh my god! Move me.
Pooping.
Okay, he said poof me, and they poofed up a whole bunch of like chocolate candies. We got a nutty nutty bar over here. I can't really make this one out over here. This looks like the Mr. Goodman bar, but as you guys know, there's probably a bunch of different name brands all over these chocolates and everything like that. So yeah, that's something. But at least we can see everyone is actually getting their turn in, granting wishes and stuff like that, getting their wishes granted. So we got the boy, we got the girl, but we have yet to see Timmy in any of these scenes so far.
I have three godparents now.
So now the dad is all cool and hipster like, you know what I mean? He's a hip hop guy. He's a hip hop freaking dad now. Look at his gold chain and glasses. Look at this kid.
I want the life I thought I was getting. I wish I were taller.
Got it.
Oh, not what I was hoping for.
Cosmo being an idiot once again. So she wished for herself to be a little bit taller. She didn't specify, so he just went and made her super tall to where she's touching the ceiling and cramping and breaking her neck. And of course, that's not what she meant.
One quick montage coming up.
Whoa, can we talk about that cop doing a split? Wow. Okay. This is one thing I always talk about. I have nothing personal against a male that can actually do a split. It just looks so weird to me. And don't think that I'm the negative type. You know what I mean? I don't, dislike anyone of the backgrounds that I mentioned. It's just certain things that you see is just a little strange and then a little out there. Like he just did a full split. You know what I mean?
For one quick montage coming up.
Does that not hurt for males? like once again, I don't know. I'm just talking at this point. We got some dance lessons going on here with the entire family. Um, for some strange reason, though, they were supposed to be wishing that he wouldn't ballroom dance anymore, but this is sort of like a ballroom dance. I mean, it's not the whole, holding hands dance, but it's something. And then we got these like little foot patterns on the floor. So this is like a dance studio, maybe within the actual home, because it doesn't look like they leave home too much, because it seems to me they have every single thing here. The only reason that they will probably leave home is, for, school purposes and maybe convenience stores. Oh, okay. Look at this. We got a breach between realities here. So there goes Jorgen von Strangle here, and his name is just so weird, but he could literally strangle the hell out of anyone basically, because he's an oversized fairy. He's really buff, reminds you of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But yeah, he seems to be breaking through this reality here, and he is calling Wanda and Cosmo back to Fairy World. So whenever the fairies have to go back to Fairy World, that means there is some type of situation going on, or these two are actually in trouble for something. And as the head fairy, you know what I mean, he monitors every sort of aspect that goes on. So if there's bad wishes being made, he knows about it. You know what I mean? If there's a kid in need of new fairies, he knows about it. And if there's like a death of a fairy, that's a little dark, but he'll know about that too.
Get back here! Jurgen Von Strange makes us tour all of his bathrooms every time!
Oh, okay, so, huh. He's using them for slave purposes. Basically, he's making them clean his bathroom, and Cosmo's holding plungers. That means he has to unclog his toilet, and that's kind of disgusting.
Sorry, kids, gotta poop.
The new series, The Fairly OddParents, Fairly Odder. Stream with your family March 31st.
I wish I had solid gold beds. These are amazeballs.
All right, so that was the full-fledged trailer right there. As you guys saw, March 31st, literally the end of March. And I want you guys to comment down below and tell me what you guys honestly think of this trailer. The kid, this little boy, he's still wishing for solid gold things, and that's kind of disturbing. He wishes for solid gold pants. Don't know why. And he's still on the crutches the entire trailer. How could you not think about your own personal health? You know what I mean? You really want to still be on crutches? I'm kind of lost. I don't understand what's going on. But once again, that is the trailer. Like I said, we only saw Timmy one time in this trailer, and I don't know what the sharing situation is. Like, does he actually not need them anymore? Like, does he still like basically claim them, but the Fairly Odd Parents is for the rest of the family? Because that'd be kind of interesting too. Like, you could say, Timmy's still like the owner, but they can't grant him any wishes anymore because he's a grown man. He is capable of taking care of himself, but he still has the fairies like in his name. You know what I mean? So that's like a credit card situation, basically. Um, the credit card could be for you, but it could still be in your parents' name and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the dots that I'm trying to connect here. Oh man, that was crazy. That was really a very, very long breakdown. I had to stop and just like really try to connect things here. Um, but now let's talk about the actual continuity. Like I said, before we head out. So in the animated series, once again, he is sharing his fairies with a female character, and there is Baby Poof. There is the anti version, Oof, or whatever you call his name. The dude with the mustache and beard, basically, and he's purple. The inverse, I said inverse. It could be like inverse or the reverse, counterpart of Poof, basically. So yeah, You know, a lot of characters to focus on in the animated continuity. One being Baby Poof and also the magical dog. Where are they in this sort of reality? Do they not exist? Are they stuck in fairy world? They can't come out. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, we have those characters there. Timmy's mom and Timmy's dad. You know what I mean? They're still together, married, and everything like that. Timmy is still a little kid in the show. He's not in high school. He's still in like middle school, and he's still dealing with bullies and all of the whole Trixie situation. So it's kind of weird to see where this show is gonna go. You know what I mean? With the real life aspect, is Timmy still tracing? I mean, I can't even talk. Is Timmy still chasing Trixie around? You know what I mean? Did he get over that obsession already? The Dinkelbergs, are they a thing in this reality? Like, is his dad still caught up on Dinkelberg, outclassing him in every sort of way? I'm trying to think here. Sorry for the long pauses. Trying to think. Oh, Vicky. Yeah. Is she going to be a thing in this live action series? Because you can imagine, like, Timmy is not, he's not a child anymore, so there's no use for him having Vicky. But there is a little boy in this situation. So does he need a babysitter? Or does, the girl actually take care of the situation and step in? Like, I'll babysit my younger sibling. Oh, man. I hate that this is, a thing for me, that I'm taking this seriously. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? You're going to introduce something. You got to basically give us, more details than just the trailer itself. So I'm hoping that I can find something online to really give me the full-fledged story. Because honestly, when I think about this sort of, situation, this sort of concept, sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. So if you guys think about 2D meeting 3D, you think about the Tom and Jerry movie, where we had Tom and Jerry, who was two-dimensional characters existing in this three-dimensional world, and it didn't make sense. Their cartoon violence and everything still applied to logic. You know what I mean? They can carry anvils and lift tons of weight twice their size, and yet, you know what I mean, don't physically get hurt or actually die, because all the things that they were doing in that film, yeah, Tom should have died like 10 times over. Jerry should have been dead as well. But, the whole logic just doesn't apply. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I think about whenever I'm looking for like a comparison, when I'm trying to break down things. So I always think back to something that I previously saw, and that was something that I previously watched, was that Tom and Jerry live action film. So yeah, we can also say maybe Scooby-Doo as well. Scooby-Doo was kind of like a weird situation where their world actually had real world characters in it, but they were, two-dimensional. So when they did that WWE crossover movie, you know what I mean? You had John Cena and all of the other characters in their world, but they are live action wrestlers in real world situation. Yeah, it's a lot to take on with these sort of shows and, situations. But I guess we just gotta, wait till it comes out and start watching it to see and get our official reaction to it. But I will catch you guys in the next video as always. Peace!
Don't be asking for handouts, nigga, nothing is free. If it wasn't for me, there'd be nothing for me. Yup, when I get the bag, it's lit. Hitting niggas with a fee. Like I thought you had money. You always flashing the green G's, y'all like upset. Cause I've been vexed. I am not playing with niggas no more.